Simon, what is Telecom announcing today?
Well, we're announcing a breakthrough model for pricing when you use your smartphone for data roaming when you're overseas. We're moving to a really simple, flat rate daily pricing concept, $6 a day in Australia, $10 a day in our other major markets, the US, the UK and China. And also reducing rates to our other markets for data roaming by up to 90% on the usage charges. So an incredible change for the benefit of our customers. In the process, we're also simplifying our voice roaming charges for when you make calls when you're overseas, and reducing some of the rates in there by up to 50% as well. And the really great news is all of this is going live from the 21st of December, so an early Christmas present for all of our customers travelling overseas on their holidays, and good news for business customers doing business over that time too.
Why have you done this?
Well, look, we really want our customers to be able to get all the benefits of these amazing smartphone devices when they're travelling overseas and to use the data capability, but the feedback from customers has been that the bills are too high. I've personally experienced some of those hefty bills, and in coming back to Telecom, I wanted to make a change and deliver that value to customers. So our team have worked really hard to deliver this. We've nailed it.
Why a flat fee per day for roaming?
It's about freedom and certainty. Freedom to use the data roaming capability and certainty of what they'll pay. Customers don't really know how many megabytes they're chewing up when they're using data. So this means they can return home with no nasty bill shocks, a certain flat rate per day of usage.
How has Telecom achieved such good pricing?
Well, roaming charges are dependent on what we have to pay to other telcos around the world when our customers roam on their networks. We've had our team out on the road the last couple of months negotiating hard on new frameworks for pricing to underpin these new rates. They've done a great job and delivered them in time for the summer holidays and for businesses in the new year.
Can Telecom make money off these new low rates?
We're taking some risk with this decision, but we have clearly underpinned this with new rates of what we're going to pay for roaming around the world. But mostly we're betting on stimulation of usage. And for example, currently 2/3 of our business customers switch off their data roaming capability when they're travelling. If most of them use it, we'll all do better. They'll be better off because they can use their devices, and we'll make a few dollars in the process.
What does this move say about Telecom?
Well, it says we're listening to our customers and we're trying to act on what matters most to them. And for me, you know, this is all about the data future. It's about mobility. It's about the ability to move around the world and run your business or your personal life seamlessly using these incredible new devices. And it simply doesn't make sense to own a smartphone worth hundreds of dollars and then switch it off when you're travelling overseas.
How do you think your customers will react to this?
This is a breakthrough model in data roaming pricing, and for some of the customers we've signalled this to recently, the feedback's been overwhelmingly positive. These are big businesses at the heart of the New Zealand economy. They're travelling the world, exporting their goods. This is a great move for them and a great move for New Zealand.
The ISAS is all about helping aspirational Kiwi exporters get started, grow and get offshore and earn some of that foreign income. One of the challenges when you're travelling is your data costs. You know, the roaming, trying to jump from a wireless hotspot to another wireless hotspot where you can find them free, it really prevents you conducting business on a daily basis. These days, you need to be connected all of the time. So the new deal from Telecom Roaming, I think, is going to be a fantastic enabler for Kiwi entrepreneurs.
Hi, I'm Rod Drew from Xero, and we're at the Xero office in San Francisco. Xero in San Francisco is our US sales office, so we've got about 300 people spread all over the world. We've now got 110,000 customers in 100 countries, and San Francisco is our big growth market for the next few years. So I'm really excited about the new Telecom data plan. So they're doing flat rate pricing. So the cool thing about this plan, being a flat rate plan, I don't have to worry about how much data I'm using. You know, in the past when I've come up and travelled in the US and the UK and Australia, you're always concerned that you're going to get this massive big bill. It's one of the hard things about travelling and having teams all over the world is you're always scared about how much money you're spending on your calls and sending emails and all of those sort of things. So the great thing about this plan is that you really don't have to think about how much data you're using. And normally when you're travelling overseas, just worried about it the whole time. Are you going to get a $1,000 bill? And when you are travelling, that's when you want to use all the features. So this plan's really exciting for us. You know, we've got 110,000 customers around the world, sales offices in the UK, US, Australia. You know, when you're travelling around the US and Australia and the UK, that's when you actually want to use your phone, you want to use maps, you want to send emails and photos back to your team. This plan immediately allows you to just save a huge amount of money. And I think the key thing is it just takes the cost of connecting, you know, back to New Zealand and all over the world. It just takes that out of the equation, and that's great for business.
I'm Alexei from TranscribeMe. We're a Kiwi startup that went global from day one, and we now have offices in Auckland, San Francisco, and Singapore. Having access to affordable data roaming is a key criteria for the success of our business, and I'm really glad that Telecom's leading the way in introducing this to the market.